Love Lansing event is a celebration. LOVE is actually an acronym. It stands for Local Organizations and Volunteer Excellence. And so this is a wonderful opportunity for neighborhoods to really acknowledge those volunteers that make their neighborhoods special and those who complete those great projects that you see throughout all the different neighborhoods. We're not only just giving away the Love Lansing Awards, but we're also giving away the B. Christie Awards. We're listening to some great music, and we're just going to have a great time partying on 517 Day.
I'm here to support and represent the B. Christie Award for tonight. This has been part of the neighborhood organizations for this, I think, our 33rd year of doing the B. Christie Award. It is to honor people like her that have done things out in the community just because they care. It isn't because they're going to get paid for it or they want recognition for it. It's because they care.
I love that we do this Love Lansing event every year on 517 Day. So happy 517 Day to everybody out there in Lansing. We get to celebrate the people who are doing incredible things in our city. There are so many people doing incredible things in our city, and we can highlight just a few of them. We can highlight our community builders and the folks who are the neighborhood activists that get the B. Christie Award. And so it's really cool to be able to share, to see each other, to talk about everything that's going on, to talk about the dollars that we're putting into our neighborhoods, to talk about our neighborhood advisory board and our volunteers. It's a fun program. It's great to have some dinner and be able to socialize with folks right here in South Lansing. So it's a fun day, and I hope people will show up to this every year and celebrate all of the great things going on in our community here in the city of Lansing.
Welcome and thank you for coming out to our Love Lansing celebration in 2023. This is the first time that we've been back together since 2019, so thank you all for coming out tonight. We have also partnered with the B. Christie Award Committee to expand this celebration. So I would love to recognize B. Christie's family. If you could please wave a little bit. And let's welcome them here. So LOVE stands for Local Organization and Volunteer Excellence. Lansing has a rich and diverse history of volunteerism and overall community love. There's no better day than 517 Day to party and celebrate our city, right? I want to give a special recognition to one of our past awardees, Malik Brown, aka Metro Malik. He's not here tonight because he is also hosting a 517 Day celebration, but he makes sure that 517 Day is celebrated every May here in the Lansing area. I want to say a special thank you to our sponsors for the evening, Case Credit Union, Shaheen Chevrolet, and Martin Waymeyer. Another thank you for Global Village for your amazing music during our social hour. Give it up for Global Village, y'all. A fun fact about the singer you heard tonight, if you ever call our 311 call center, you may hear his voice. Augie, where are you at? Wave, please. Augie is also our 311 call center manager. So double duty for him, right? I want to give another thank you to our food vendors, Mickey's Catering, Amy's Catering, and Sweet Encounters for the wonderful food this evening. I want to also say thank you to each and every volunteer who gives their time to plant flowers, shovel for a neighbor, serve a meal for those in need, assist on one of our many boards and commissions, and especially those who work hard every year to apply for grants to complete exciting programs and projects in their neighborhoods using our Neighborhood Advisory Board grants. I would also be remiss, sorry, you can clap for that. Trust me, I have a habit of reading and talking way too fast, so I'm really struggling to talk slow right now. But I would also be remiss if I did not take a moment of meditation, silence, or prayer to honor those and recognize those we have lost over the last few years. We may have lost them in the physical sense, but their presence and their impact will live on in our neighborhoods forever. So if you don't mind bowing your head for a moment of silence. I'd like to also dedicate this evening to two very special individuals who helped me evolve my idea of community and civic engagement. And you may know both of them, Mrs. Betty Dreyer from the Baker neighborhood and Bishop David Maxwell. Their memories will live on forever in the work that they did for our Lansing community. I really hope you all enjoy your evening here tonight. I want to also say an extra special thank you to one of the best teammates ever, our neighborhood resource coordinator, Robin Anderson King. Robin, where are you at? I love putting you on the spot. She's been working really hard to digitize hundreds of photos spanning several decades. Those photos show a long-standing spirit of volunteerism here in our city. Thanks to a partnership with the Capital Area District Library and Public Service, and a lot of work from our MSU Engaged Learning Scholars, our LOVE, local organizations and volunteer excellence, will be on display for generations to come, and more information on that project will come soon, so be on the lookout. I'd like to introduce our mayor, Andy Shore.
Oh, you're all good. First, let's give it up for Delisa. Delisa and her staff work so hard, not just on this event, but on everything. You can see her. She's going to be the most personable person when she's up here. She's a little nervous. She doesn't do this every day. The bright light. She was talking to you, doing just fine. But she's a gem, and she's wonderful for our city. Same with Robin and with Augie. Man, dude can sing. Good for you, Augie. I had no idea. That like opens up a whole world of things we can use Augie for. But thank you all for coming tonight. Certainly, this is an event that we love. It's an event that we love Lansing. We want to celebrate, especially on 517 Day, and to bring together the old B. Christie Day with the Love Lansing 517 Day. It feels right. I don't know how many people here used to go to the B. Christie events. When I was on the county commission and state legislature, I would always go to the B. Christie event and hear about just incredible neighborhood activism. I did not know Ms. Christie. Her family is here, and I'm excited to have them here. Thank you to Nancy Malo for bringing them, and thank you for the family for being here. But she was what we talk about, was neighborhood, especially on the east side. Again, I didn't know her, but I was telling the family, I have a book from their anniversary. It's like this thick, and it talks all about her, and we all do that, right? We all talk about the importance of what we do in our neighborhoods and how we make our city better. So I always talk about growing our city, and you all are growing our city. So thank you for all that you do and for coming here tonight to celebrate Lansing. So I haven't even gotten on to script yet, but I'm going to be quick, I promise. My job here was to highlight our city's nationally recognized Financial Empowerment Center program, which is a partnership between the City of Lansing and Cristo Rey. The first FEC, or Financial Empowerment Center, was launched in 2008 under then Mayor Mike Bloomberg, who I have actually gotten to know. This is a guy who puts a whole lot of money into cities because he believes in it, and because he has a whole lot of money. So Lansing was selected as one of the first 5 financial empowerment centers in the nation. We were granted $1.5 million over 3 years to give free professional one-on-one financial counseling. So if you go to the FEC, you get professionally trained financial counselors who work with folks to achieve financial goals at no cost. This includes increased savings, reducing debt, establishing or boosting your credit score, and finding the right banking product to suit your needs. I remember when I first got elected mayor, I talked to one of our employees, and she told me how excited she was that she was a graduate of the Financial Empowerment Center. She said that before she worked at the city, she had lost her home, she had car payments, she was living out of her car, and she somehow was referred to the Financial Empowerment Center, and they taught her how to save and what to do and how to use credit unions and other things to repair credit. And she was so proud. She's like, I have my car is paid off, I have a mortgage, I have a home, I live here in our city, I work for our city. It was just an incredible example. And I didn't ask. She just came over and told me. She wanted me to know, please keep supporting the Financial Empowerment Center. I don't know if I've ever even told you that story. But it was just a fantastic success story. And we have hundreds and hundreds of those success stories coming out of the Financial Empowerment Center. So in March, the FEC marked 10 years of providing this free financial counseling as a public service to our residents. We support the Financial Empowerment Center with our general fund dollars now because it's an important service that we provide to our citizens to help become, better citizens, right? They're becoming taxpayers. They're having a chance to provide for their families. We also are supported by private donors. Jackson Insurance, they are an essential donor, and they help out with economic mobility for our citizens. So I'm proud to share in the past decade, the Financial Empowerment Center has served 5,485 clients with 16,525 sessions. Think about that. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's good to clap. So through those sessions, the clients have increased their cumulative savings by $1.1 million and reduced their cumulative non-mortgage debt by $16.6 million. In addition, the Financial Empowerment Center has worked with clients to open over 800 safe and affordable bank accounts, increase 560 credit scores by 35 points or more, and reduce 490 delinquent accounts. That's incredible. I mean, it's incredible. We celebrated this 10-year milestone, and we want to celebrate that with you this evening. This is not in my notes, but I know who wrote my notes, and she'll never put herself in. Amber Paxton, will you please stand up? Amber is our director of this incredible Financial Empowerment Center. And again, she gave me all those notes, and she'll never put in there, but her and her staff, her incredible staff, they do all of that. And it's a sight to see. But we also work with Cristo Rey Community Center, which is an incredible community-focused organization responsible for many of FEC's accomplishments. I want to invite Joe Garcia, who is the executive director of Cristo Rey Community Center, up here to accept an award. And I saw Joe. There he is. I can't see a thing with these lights. Do we have an award?
We have to go grab it. So.
Okay. We'll wait here.
All right. So, Joe, this is a certificate of achievement for you and for Cristo Rey. We really appreciate all you do to help out with the Financial Empowerment Center.
Oh, thank you very
There
much.
you go. Thank you very much. You want to say a few words?
Sure. Thank you, everyone. And it is an honor to work with the city and work with the city's residents here in helping them strengthen their financial outlook. Absolutely strengthening your financial position helps create opportunity within the family, opportunities for us to all grow and thrive in this wonderful, giving, loving, volunteer-heavy city. Thank you for being recognized for this effort, for work that we love. We at Cristo Rey certainly want to help families be successful in every form. And this fantastic team that we have of financial empowerment, led by Velma Kaiser over here and Tammy, who are both here to represent our organization. They do wonderful work every day. They're focused on doing what they need to do, get the job done, and we're very proud of their effort. But thanks for this acknowledgement. It's worthy and important work, and we're glad to be part of it. Thanks.
All right, I'm going to have Amber come up. She's already on her way up. She's walking past me. There we go. Okay.
Oh, you really can't see up here. Hi, I'm Amber Paxton. It was very kind of the mayor to say the nice words about me, but the folks who do the work are right here at this table. I didn't do any of those sessions. These folks did that. But right now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Velma, who is the program manager for the Financial Empowerment Center. 10 years ago on March 13th, 2023, when we held the ribbon cutting ceremony for the FEC, I was there with my dear friend Velma Kaiser. I'm going to try to do this without crying, V, so don't look at me. But I knew Velma from before that, from our days when I was running the Vita Tax Prep program, and she was at PNC Bank doing all of their community work, and she would show up to this very building on a Saturday, teach a workshop about budgeting, and then cut a rug on this rug. That event was called Show Me the Money Day. We had a lot of fun with that event. There's a couple of people who were here at those, Peggy and Amir. Velma was our obvious first choice to run the Financial Empowerment Center. I took a call from Amy Kraus, former city treasurer, who said, Velma's available and we will get her. Her skills as a manager are obvious because one of the current financial counselors was also at that ribbon cutting ceremony, and the other came along just 2 short years later. It's safe to say that once you're FEC, you stay FEC. In these 10 years, we've gone to the Grand Ole Opry together, welcomed a new grandchild each, gone to the top of the Empire State Building. We've presented on our work all over the country and trained almost 10 other cities on how to start this program in their community. Velma doesn't know the meaning of the words, "That's not my job." I watched her teach a man who'd been incarcerated for 30 years, one step at a time, how to use and reconcile a bank account. She's helped develop small dollar loan programs for victims of domestic violence. She's delivered more Thanksgiving dinners than anyone can count and spent many a freezing cold weekend day at the mobile food pantry. For all the ways you've benefited this community in your 10 years with FEC and the, couple years before that in banking, you are truly deserving, Velma, of this Lifetime Achievement Award. Velma, you have to come back.
Amber does not know how to take a scolding. I told her this is not even necessary. I said, why do you do this? Because doing what you love and what you enjoy doing, why do you have to be recognized and all that stuff? So, but she forced me to come up and say something. Just put it all on her. But tonight, I want to present to the counselors. We have 2 counselors on staff now. Unfortunately, we don't have one here with us because she's on a sabbatica out of the state right now. But I will read a couple of things about her. She's Sonia Diallo. I don't know if many of you may know her. She was with us from the day one when we started this process. And I often ask, why? She stayed all that time. And I can answer a couple of reasons why, is that she's passionate about this work. She works with the clients to meet them right where they are, literally right where they are. I had to stop her one time from not meeting a client in the park. Like, they have to come to the office, Sonia. So she develops a trusting relationship with them. She understands the journey that they're on, trying to get to that financial stability. She works, and it's not easy, but she makes it easy for the clients when she's working with them. She really gets excited about the smallest steps that the clients will make toward achieving their goal. It just be a minor thing, and you should see her celebrate that. If you know Sonia, that's a big celebration. I have literally seen her do a cheer and a rah-rah. It's like, okay, that's why we celebrate those small steps because they lead to a greater benefit of achieving your financial goal. Just a couple of things of impact numbers of what she has done. I think the mayor mentioned a couple of things of what the center has done overall, but just to kind of isolate a couple of things of Sonia's as far as those sessions that he mentioned, over 16,000 sessions. Of those sessions, Sonia has done 5,686 of them. He may have mentioned achieving the goals of reducing debt and, increasing your credit score. What we call those wins because those are some winners. And what Sonia has done, we call them outcomes as well. She has accomplished 1,859 of those during the time that she's been with us. I may be short a couple, but she'll make it up. Just a couple more things is what was not in our scope of services, some of the things Sonia did. She actually saved a family from foreclosure. I mean, she worked tireless hours on that. And that's not even in our scope of services, I didn't think, but it didn't make a difference to her. She helped a lot of individuals increase their credit score and increase their savings that qualified them to apply for home ownership. And she helped a lot of individuals who were struggling with that student loan maze. That is truly a maze for many people. She actually did the research herself, went to learn everything that is to know about it, taught it to us, and that's why we were able to kind of put a little spin on it that we can help you with your student loan. So that is all I have to say about Sonia at this time. I don't know how much time you guys gave me, but I can talk about Tammy now if you don't mind. I was share with her the fact that when Amber told me I had to come up and say something about the counselors, she knows I'm not a public speaker. I am a woman of few words, but still, she forced me up here. So I was at my office typing up this stuff, and I'm just getting them all ready. It's in big print here. And when I came in, I got kind of confused, like, I'm never going to see what's going on in this paper because no light is up here. But I made it through that one because it's printed. But guess what I did? In my nervous effort to leave the building today, I left Tammy's on the printer. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is, I said, Tammy, I think you're going to have to come up here and tell them all about you. But I can share what I know about Tammy. She's an excellent employee. As I shared, Sonia is that rah-rah cheer person. Tammy is that quiet storm. She gets the job done. She does it quietly. And when the clients come to see her, she has this unique zen about her that she can put them at ease and make them feel very comfortable about talking about something that no one loves to talk about, finances. She works with our most vulnerable and challenged population. And when one or two clients, or I've seen several rather, that have come to her office and they're stressed about just being there, she has this, I always said that she's got that zen back there, because I've listened and because I could feel when they walk in, if I greeted them at the door and took them to her office, I knew, oh, this is gonna be a good one. And gosh, was I wrong. She has this knack about getting them to get into a good place where she can work with them and help them get their goals, just to think about what their goals will be and help them get them established and actually get some action steps in place. But I do have some numbers. I did write that in writing, somehow I had that paper with me. So of those sessions that the mayor mentioned that we've done, Tammy has done a great share of them as well, because she came to work with us 2 years after we got started. And Tammy has done 3,441 sessions. And actually, she has also helped, you know, those little things are called outcomes. She's achieved over 706 of those outcomes, and that has been helping clients get bank accounts. That's been one of her strengths, helping them to increase their credit scores, of course, and helping them to reduce their debt. So it is my pleasure to give Tammy Beckwith this Lifetime Achievement Award from the Financial Empowerment Center for her years of service.
All right, that was great. Thank you. Can all three of you stand back up again? Just Amber and Tammy and Velma. Can we all give them a round of applause? All right, thank you. 10 years. Happy anniversary. When I first came in, the first thing we did was we created a Department of Neighborhoods and Citizen Engagement. It was really important for me. We had one neighborhood staffer, and it was important for me to have a department and to see what can happen with it. And this is what you're seeing. You're seeing a neighborhood coordinator, you're seeing financial empowerment, you're seeing it all centralized to help out our neighborhoods. We also added arts. So now it's the neighborhood arts and citizen engagement. We had a whole conversation, just so you all know, because it's DANCE, but we tried, or it's DN, Department of Neighborhoods, Arts and Citizen Engagement. We tried to get it to DANCE, so it'd be dance, but Delisa wouldn't have it. So that didn't happen. You all know who wins.
Neighborhoods first.
Neighborhoods first. You all know who wins that fight. But it was really important to have a neighborhoods department, focus on neighborhoods. But what we've had for years, even before I was mayor, was a neighborhood advisory board. And these are citizens from each ward who just do incredible work. They always had grants. My first budget, we actually significantly increased the money that we were going to give out, because as you all know, neighborhood associations all over the city do incredible work, and when you give them some money, that incredible work blossoms. We added civic engagement to make sure that it wasn't just neighborhoods, it was also civic engagement. I'm looking at Dave Wiener, and I see what the Southside Community Coalition has done down at Pleasant Grove and Holmes, and there are so many others. When you call one out, you get in trouble. I just happened to lock eyes with David. But there's just so much going on, and we've put so much in. We've got these big grants, we've got these mini grants, and when we're going to be putting those out, one after the other. Hey, this neighborhood got this, and this neighborhood got this, and they're going to have incredible things, and bike racks, and sign toppers, and gardens, and newsletters, and parties, and it doesn't all just happen. We have a group of individuals who get together and they evaluate applications. They work with community groups to make sure that they have capacity. They spend volunteers a lot of time, of their time, helping to really set the stage for our city to improve. I can't thank our neighborhood advisory board members enough. Would you guys all stand up and get some applause? Well, the two that are here, I'm going to invite up to the stage here. I know there are more. Oh, sorry, I can't even see. There we go. I'm going to invite Christy and Kirsten up to the stage here. They're going to talk about the advisory board and the neighborhood grant program. And again, these are individuals with incredible jobs who at night they come in and they spend their volunteer time, just like you do, making sure that you all get the funding you need to help out our city. Thank you both so much for all you do.
Thank you, Mayor Shore. You did such a good job introducing us. I don't know what we're going to talk about, so thank you. No, I'm Christy James. I'm the chair of the Neighborhood Advisory Board.
I'm Kirsten Walters. I'm the first ward representative for the Neighborhood Advisory Board.
Mary Beth Van Horn back there, valued member as well. Thank you, Mary Beth.
Also first ward member.
You. Hence the pride. We just wanted to come out and thank you guys for all that you do for your neighborhoods. You're here because you're active neighborhood leaders, and we just are so grateful. I think that one of the things that makes Lansing so unique is all of our diverse neighborhoods, and that was something that really stood out to me when I moved here, is that each neighborhood has its own diverse makeup and their own unique characteristics, and it wouldn't be the same without each and every one of our neighborhoods. So I really am grateful to the commitment from the city and the mayor for all of the funding and the support for our neighborhood organizations, and it really enables you to do such incredible projects, and it's really fun to see those projects come to fruition. So thank you, Mayor Shore, for your dedication, and with the extra ARP dollars, we're proud that we're able to fund almost $152,000 in projects this year. Very exciting. So we're really looking forward to making our way around this summer around the city and checking out some of these cool projects, but we've already seen such incredible projects come to light.
Yeah, some of the greatest things that I've personally seen. Now, I've only been on the Neighborhood Advisory Board this is my second grant session. So my first grant session, one of my favorite things that I've seen that we funded was the local library at Potter Park Zoo. If anyone's seen that, the little book box. Everything's great that's done by the neighborhoods. The crosswalk paintings are always fantastic to see. The Eastside Neighborhood Fest is always a great time, partially funded by the Neighborhood Advisory Board. So if you're anywhere around the East Side this summer, make sure to drop in. There are a ton of very exciting things coming this summer that I'm very excited to drive around and check out.
And we get really excited when we see projects that bring people together, things like block parties and projects that really rely on volunteers to put the things together, gardens that get people out there talking to each other and really getting busy, put their hands in the soil and making their neighborhood better than they found it. So those are some of the things that we really look forward to every year, is just seeing how it brings people together and leaves the neighborhoods better than we found it.
Yeah, and another fantastic thing is the check distribution. Last year, Mayor Schur was able to join. It's great to see and put names to faces from the applications, being able to discuss what their plans are, how they're going to bring the neighborhood together, and really move the city forward together.
We're always looking for ways to improve. This year, we launched a new online application system. Big thanks to Robin and Delisa for helping get that up and running, but it made it easier than ever, hopefully, for people to apply. We saw a huge influx of applications. We were able to fund twice as many projects, and we were able to reach new groups, and we're always looking for ways to reach new groups that haven't participated in the application process yet in the past. So this summer, we're going to spend some time and really look at, which areas of the city have benefited from these projects and which ones we could do a better job kind of reaching out to and drumming up participation. So if you have any ideas about how we can better diversify our outreach efforts and get more people included in the process, we're always open to hearing them.
And the first ward is always very well represented with these grants, which I'm very proud of. I'm sure Mary Beth is as well. But I'd love to see a little more from the other 3 wards. That's my plug.
Great. A little healthy competition. Love it. So thank you all so much for coming out tonight and looking forward to seeing all these projects come to fruition over the summer.
And a big thank you to the neighborhood department as well. Delisa, Robin, they do a fantastic job. So.
Thank you guys so much. I adore our neighborhood advisory board. It's a group of volunteers who take their time every third Thursday of the month to think of new ideas that can happen in our neighborhoods. They love to go through the grant applications. It's like the best time of the year. They call themselves the fun board because they're the one board through the city that gives away money, and not just giving away money to like nonprofits and such, but then we really invest and directly impact neighborhoods so that while you're walking through your neighborhood, you see the flowers that are planted, you see the little libraries that are there, you see the little pantries that are there. So direct impact in our neighborhoods. And I am so thankful that, again, we had a mayor who wanted to directly impact our neighborhoods. So thank you again, Mayor Schur, for allocating the ARPA funds to this project. And we were able to fund about 4 times the amount we have in the past. So thank you once again. So we are just scooting along our program here. So I would love to just take a moment before we step into the B. Christie Awards, and I just want to say a special thank you. Another special thank you to, and I'm probably going to embarrass her, and I'm sorry, but Nancy Malo. All of your wonderful, thank you, please. I know that you have seen her at community meetings, you have seen her at constituent meetings, you've seen her at neighborhood advisory board meetings, you have seen her out in the community. She does not just focus on First Ward, she will be all over for you, and she loves her city, loves her community, and she is a true treasure, a true gem. When she talked about bringing back the B. Christie Awards and we brought up the idea about partnering, I was so thankful that she opened up and allowed us to partner with her and the committee for this and to bring everyone together. I am so thankful to have met the B. Christie family. The stories I've heard, the things that I've read is just so amazing, the work that she did in this city and how long-lasting it has been. And so that legacy that has lived on for so long. Thank you so much. And thank you, Nancy, for keeping all the records, for being a good steward of all of the photographs and things of that nature. We appreciate you so much. Thank you. So now as we jump into the B. Christie Award part of the ceremony, I just want to give a little bit of background for those of you who may not know a little bit about B. Christie. B. Christie was a dedicated member of the Eastside Neighborhood Organization, E&O, for more than 10 years until her passing. She also worked with other organizations to make the neighborhood and community a better place to live. She was the kind of individual who volunteered to do the unglamorous tasks, who worked quietly and diligently and behind the scenes, who never sought recognition for her efforts. First, she was a good from her house, taking seniors to the doctor, noticing where the sidewalks needed repairs. She was driving to an appointment and noticed a young man walking in the rain, and she pulled over and gave him a ride to his class at MSU. She was also very active in the ENO, which covers a large geographic area. She helped edit and deliver the ENO neighborhood newspaper. She made soup for the annual fundraiser and helped plant flowers in the bed on Michigan Avenue and helped in many other countless ways. Bee was also an active member of her church, volunteered with the radio talking book, and helped initiate and continued volunteering with the Lansing Area Crop Walk, C-R-O-P walk. She made these contributions in addition to being a devoted wife, mother, and grandmother. Whenever the phone would ring or a knock on the door, Bee was always ready to help or to listen. You could always count on her for a very delightful conversation and provide you with positive guidance no matter what the topic, and she always treated everyone with respect. It is quiet, committed, unsung people like Bee who make our neighborhood organizations successful and the community as a whole a better place to live. This evening, we'd like to, thank you. This evening, we'd like to recognize two of our neighborhood volunteers. First up, we'd like to recognize Rebecca Sabin. Rebecca and her husband, Jan, please. This is a party, y'all. I'm already nervous enough, let's not make it so quiet. Rebecca and her husband, Jan, have worked very hard on many neighborhood projects since moving to the area in 2015. Rebecca is a property manager, and we rely on her organizational skills since she became the secretary of the Walnut Neighborhood Organization. Jan is a builder, and we've relied on his skills as well. That's right, cheer. You can tell that Jan's builder skills came in handy on the house. Jan Sabin is a builder, and his skills were also utilized to build 3 little free libraries for our neighborhood. 2 were put in last year and 1 this year. The libraries have been strategically placed throughout the neighborhood. His workmanship on these little shake houses have served as a receptacle for books, and it has been superb. Our Walnut neighborhood is known many large and beautiful old trees since it's perhaps the oldest neighborhood in Lansing. Unfortunately and sadly, many trees have died or have been taken down, leaving gaps in the tree line streetscape. See, Velma, I should have made larger print. It's getting to be that age. Sometimes trees were beneath the electrical wires and have been cut down for that reason. Well, Rebecca worked with BWL and the City of Lansing to plant over 50 appropriately sized trees in the neighborhood. Where electrical wires were not an issue, Rebecca made sure that larger and taller tree species were also planted. Walnut neighborhood has planted 13 more trees this year in 2013 with the help of Lansing's Park and Recreation, bringing together a total number of trees planted in the Walnut neighborhood to about 70. Can we give her a round of applause for that? In addition, 15 more trees were just planted by the land bank in the Comstock Park. Rebecca has also committed to watering and taking care of these new trees this summer. Rebecca and another neighbor, Ginger Vincent, worked on representing the Walnut neighborhood at the Summer Jam Festival in Comstock Park last summer. We are honored to have Rebecca and her husband receive this B. Christie Award and are thankful to have them as neighbors. Rebecca and your husband, could you please come forward? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you for all of the hard work.
Thanks.
That's amazing.
I spend a lot of evenings watering. Our neighborhoods are very safe because I'm out there at 10 o'clock at night watering and nobody bothers me.
Amazing. And now we have our B. Christie winner, Bridget Doyle. When we talk about B. Christie, we learned this person was always about helping others, being kind, and giving, just a little of who they are. Our nominee fits so much of this criteria. This person spends hundreds of hours helping individuals from all ages and all walks of life who continue to ask, what can I do to help? How do I volunteer? And how do I get involved? We have learned that many within our community really do not know or even know how or what volunteering is or what they can do. Many believe it requires spending a lot of time and energy, and they become discouraged, and then they never get involved. This person will take the time to hold a meeting and help educate them. Provide documents that will show more information to help them grow. This person will pull together information on how to hold an event or gather individuals for a class to learn about the volunteer process. You will find this person right in the middle until the last person has reached their goal of learning. It doesn't matter the age of the individual or what their physical and or mental ability is. This person will find a way to help, encourage, and bring everyone together and make sure that they are strongly included in whatever is going on. The energy that this person gives to their plan shows by how many they have brought together and continue to thrive today. From helping with a school project, bringing many families and students together, hold a class at one of the area centers, a church or a neighborhood, you'll find this person bringing everyone together. They have their own family, work full-time, and they put in many overtime hours due to a staff shortage. But however, this person is determined to encourage that volunteering plays a huge role in our everyday lives and continues to grow within their city and neighborhood. And that's why we nominate this person for the B. Christie Award. Would Bridget Doyle please come up and receive your award? And now Bridget has a song. No. I was joking with her. I said, I don't think we've ever met in person. It was always by email. So I'm so thankful. Thank you so much. Yes, you can.
You want to say anything?
Please welcome Nancy Malo.
I wanted to let folks know just how the judging went. We picked 3 judges, and I want to honor those 3 judges. And they did not know that each one was judging, so they couldn't talk to each other to, question anything. I want to thank our LPD chief, Sosobi, Kelvin Jones from Board of Water and Light, and John Shosky from Sparrow. They took time out of their busy schedules to review. They received sealed envelopes so that no one knew in the transport of anything, but I wanted to take that time to thank the B. Christie family. Your grandma, and she was wonderful. I've read so much about her. So I want to thank you for allowing us to share her. Thanks.
Thank you. I think just the extra care that goes into some of these things, right? Just making sure that all the little details. Thank you so much, Nancy. All right, so on to our Love Lansing Awards. So our Love Lansing Awards are a little bit different this year. In past years, you may have seen us list out a whole bunch of nominees and all of the details and things of that nature, but we wanted to kind of shift things and take our time to bring everyone back together. I know it looks like we're in a full house, but we are half the capacity we've been in past years. And coming out of a global pandemic, we just wanted to kind of take our time to bring everyone together. So instead of announcing all the nominees this year, we're just going to simply announce the winners. Now, the first award will go to the Emerging Leader. An Emerging Leader is a new leader between the ages of 18 and 35 who are continuing great work of those who have come before them and ushering the next generation of civic engagement and volunteerism in Lansing. The only eligibility for this award is to be a Lansing resident and be between the ages of 18 and 35. This awardee was nominated by Rebecca Douglas, and the award goes to Michael Austin, aka Mikey Austin, with the 517 Juneteenth in our space 517. Now, unfortunately, Mikey couldn't be here this evening. He is traveling. He did send his regards, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read his bio, and then I'm going to read his regards. Going by Mikey Austin, he's a hip-hop soul artist and leads a band called the Social Club. He's all about building community and creating platforms for individuals to express themselves. For that reason, you'll see him and his friends curating cool events in the city that we all love, Lansing, Michigan. And when we read the bios, we're reading exactly what the people who have nominated have written. We don't change anything. Mikey Austin works to make engaging and culturally relevant events happen across Lansing. Events such as the 517 Juneteenth weekend in Reeltown and other community events throughout our space, 517. The mission of our space, 517, is to establish and promote the corridors of Lansing as a premier tourist destination where people experience quality, interactive education, culturally enriching events and activities, and diverse entertainment opportunities. Our Space 517 utilizes community venues as classrooms, highlighting local art and artists, and cultivating a robust entrepreneurial district in partnerships with people, organizations, businesses, and local groups. Upon notification of winning this award, this is what Mikey said. Thank you so much for this award. It is an honor and a privilege to be recognized by the city I love so much. Our Space 517 started by observing the things our community needed and the changes we wanted to see. Free culture and wellness-based programming is the vehicle that drives those changes here in the 517. As our work continues to expand, we started to realize that these programs created spaces of collaboration and diversity. These programs literally became our space, grounds for promoting small, local, and minority-owned businesses, places to celebrate culture throughout artistic expression, spaces that increase access to services and resources for those who make up our community. If you ask us what the why behind our work is, you would say all of the things that are mentioned. And by doing those things, our space becomes your space. So thank you, Mikey. Up next, we have our Community Builder Award. A community builder demonstrates exceptional leadership through volunteerism in the city, Lansing community. Our Community Builder Award winner was nominated by Jason Gabriel. Our Community Builder Award winner is Dominic Cochran. This person was born and bred in Lansing and raised by a single Lansing firefighter father. He was raised with an eye and ear against public service, but was drawn towards the service of others as he matured into a pillar of the community. This person deserves to be recognized because they have created a community hub for creatives in Greater Lansing area, the Lansing Public Media Center. They have shown through creating organizations and then volunteering endless amounts of his time generously for more than 10 years that they are willing to put in tremendous amounts of effort and sacrifice in pursuit of amazing events and community activity and participation. This person is a co-founder of the Capital City Film Festival that draws 5,000 to 10,000 participants each year to numerous venues and events in this festival. He has given away more than $50,000 to local and Michigan filmmakers to uplift and encourage an entire generation of talented video producers and camera operators, directors, audio technicians, set electricians, and grips as they continue to strive for continual excellence in their fields, and they're better equipped thanks to the Fortnite Film Contest. The upcoming Ovations concert venue will exist because they have conceived and helmed the project that will generate and keep millions of dollars in our local downtown economy with this well-honed and anticipated downtown community hub. Would Dominic Cochran please come forward to receive your award?
Thank you so much. I had no idea this was happening tonight. Thank you, Jason, for nominating me. Thank you to my entire team here at the Lansing Public Media Center, as well as at the Capital City Film Festival. It's truly an honor and a privilege to lead both of those very important organizations in our city. It's really funny timing for this kind of award because we've been working on kind of succession and who's going to be the next generation to run those events and facilities, including the Ovation. So it's really special. Really appreciate this award, and thank you for mentioning my father, who is retired as fire chief here in Lansing. We were just the other night talking about, because my grandfather was also a police captain. My great aunt, my grandfather's sister, was the first woman police captain at LPD, and my great uncle also served a full career. So this being my 22nd year at the city of Lansing means it's the 125th year of service to the city that our family has provided. So yeah, it's kind of cool. So I definitely was raised to be public service, to be a centerpiece of my life. And it's truly an honor to serve. Thank you.
If you know Dominic, I don't know that I've ever seen him nervous before, and that was it. Thank you.
Kind of made the night. 125 years of service from your family. Wow. Got a lot to live up to. I've got about 6 or 7 years in. Whew. Junior better get on it. So next up, we have our Neighborhood Impact Award. Our Neighborhood Impact Award is for those who have strengthened the Lansing community through collaboration on projects and activities. Our Neighborhood Impact Awardee was nominated by Bridget Brown. Our awardee is Priscilla Bordeo. Priscilla was born in Texas but raised in the Mitten, the beautiful four-season state of Michigan. She was the first in her family to attend and receive a degree at the college level. Priscilla comes from a very large family. Her mom had 8 brothers and sisters, while her dad had 14. She knew breaking the cycle of sexual abuse, even in education, was key to her success. She attended Southwestern Assembly of God University, where she earned a bachelor's degree in elementary education. In the past, she utilized her degree in childhood education as a full-time au-pair. I can never say that word right. Priscilla has such a passion to invest in the lives of children because she believes that they are the future. She continues to mentor kids in and outside of school. Priscilla is also a strong woman of faith and loves to sing. She's currently the worship director at Rivers of Life Church in Holt, Michigan, where she serves the ministry faithfully. It's her passion to worship through song and help others encounter Jesus through the gifts he gave her. She believes worship is a weapon for breakthrough. She's also the events director, where she oversees all events. And if that isn't enough, Priscilla also leads a nonprofit called Remarkable, a mentoring group for young adults. Her goal is to help each person reach their full potential in Christ. She broke down what that stands for by saying that we all get a redo. Mark, we are all marked with a purpose. Able, I believe we are all able to reach that mark. Put that together and you get remarkable. Priscilla is a local and national sexual abuse advocate. She has been sought out as a motivational speaker by numerous community organizations such as local law enforcement, the National Guard, prisons across the United States, both public and private schools, all to discuss her story of overcoming and to bring awareness through education in order to end sexual abuse. She has been invited to speak before the Senate and House of Representatives. She was a part of the Clean Slate Bill, her first bill that was signed by Governor Whitmer. Priscilla currently works for 2 nonprofits called EVE, Ending Violent Encounters, and Crime Survivors for Safety and Justice. CSSJ is her first national position where she serves as Michigan's statewide manager for the organization. She and her team are currently working on the Michigan Safer Act, which focuses on victim compensation and rehabilitation for those who commit crimes. In a nutshell, the organization changes and creates state laws on behalf of crime victims and survivors. Priscilla, will you please step forward and receive your award?
Well, thank you so much. I feel like this is like the best time to give you an update on some of the work I'm doing. Up till this point, Michigan was the worst in the country when it came to victim compensation. Part of the reason was most of the people didn't know existed. We have millions of dollars that is meant to go to individuals who've been affected by crime. The other reason was that you can't apply for it online. You have to go in person. And the time frame to actually apply for it was only 48 hours. If you've been affected by crime and you're in the hospital recovering, or you're trying to just come to terms that you're now a victim, 48 hours is not enough time. So we've been able to expand that. 48 hours has now been turned into 1 year to file a police report, 5 years to file for victim compensation, and we've been able to increase the amount a victim would receive from $5,000 to now $10,000. And if you're wondering why 10, if you lose your life to crime, 5,000 wouldn't even pay the funeral cost. You see so many people put GoFundMe pages up when really we have money sitting in our state. So I'm very pleased to announce that in August, all of the new things that you just heard me say will be implemented. The next one that we're currently working on, and Tuesday will be our first time where we'll be speaking at the House. I will personally be testifying on the bill's called productivity credits, where we believe that people who have committed nonviolent crimes deserve the opportunity to rehabilitate themselves while they're in prison so that when they come back out, they can actually utilize the tools and resources and contribute back to society. And so that is something we're working on. If you have any questions, you're welcome to come and ask me. But I love Lansing. This is home. And thank you so much.
That was an exciting update. Thank you for sharing that with us. Wow, congratulations to all of our awardees for Lansing, Love Lansing Awards. Wow, that just blew me away. Now we have one more thing that's not on your program, but I would like to bring Mayor Shore up so he can award his Mayor's Cup for Civic Excellence. Mayor Shore?
So I get to do a Mayor's Award. We haven't done it in a few years, certainly because of the pandemic and things like that. But I was informed by Delisa, who's in charge, and you all know that, that I'm going to do it again this year. And I gave a lot of thought to somebody who has helped out our community, who is not just about service, but is about Lansing and service to Lansing. And there was just one name that kept popping in my head when I thought about someone who was born and raised here, when I thought about someone who has dedicated her life towards helping Lansing, when I thought about someone who got into a position of power and didn't forget about us, she said, I'm going to remember Lansing, and I'm going to do everything I can to support Lansing and bring home dollars to us. And if you haven't figured it out by now, it's Sarah Anthony. She is incredible. So she couldn't be here. It was about a week ago that I kind of finally came to this decision, and she couldn't be here. For those who don't know, she is the Senate Appropriations Chair, so she's busy doling out hundreds of millions of dollars, including quite a bit to our community here that she is fighting for. So she, this is literally, she sent us this thing. She put an email up thanking me for thanking us for the award, and I forwarded the email to Robin. So she's going to play this literally out of her email. But this was Sarah's message to you all.
Hello, fellow Lansinites, State Senator Sarah Anthony, and I am just thrilled to be receiving this award this evening, especially on my favorite day of the year, Love Lansing Day. 517 has a special place in my heart, and it is an honor award. Building community, building infrastructure, making sure that everyone has a seat at the table and a place in our community is super important to me. So just know, whether it's in the state capitol or at the grocery store, I've got your back. I'm always fighting alongside you to make Lansing and really the entire mid-Michigan community a great place to live, work, play, raise a family, start a business, and of course, eat amazing food. So thank you again for this amazing honor. I will not let you down, and I'm always here standing with you and for you. So thank you, God bless, and as always, love Lansing.
All right. So if you see Sarah walking around, and you will, I saw her this afternoon. She was we were at the ribbon cutting for Moneyball. If you haven't been there and you love Moneyball, go over on the west side, their new international headquarters, and she was there. She represents like 5 counties, and yet she lives in Lansing, and she is here, and we are her passion. Don't tell folks in the other counties. Don't tell your friends in East Lansing. Don't tell your friends in Delta Township or in Shiawassee County. Sarah has never forgotten about where she comes from, and I am proud to present her with this award. Thanks, everyone.
So thank you for sticking with us all evening. I want to congratulate our award winners once again. Thank you all for your hard work in the city of Lansing. All of your efforts volunteering. Thank you for coming out and celebrating with us again. We haven't done this since 2019, and so it was great getting back together. Join us again next year, and please feel free to mingle a little bit, talk with your neighbors, and thank you again.